everyone. Today we're gonna do reading passage 1 of test 3, and the title is The Department of Ethnography. First of all, we need to understand what is ethnography, otherwise, we will not be able to understand the passage. So, the meaning of ethnography is the scientific description of people and culture with their custom, habits, and mutual differences. So, let's start it now. First of all, we will just read the questions because the paragraph is really long, and if we will see everything and learn everything, understand everything, we will not be able to complete the passage in time. So, question number 1 to 6. They are true, false, and not given question. One example is given here, but we're not gonna read it, it will just waste our time. So, first of all, first one, the 20th century collection come mainly from mainstream societies such as US and Europe. We need to understand it and keep it in mind. The keywords for the first question is the mainstream societies are US and Europe. The second one, the Department of Ethnography focuses mainly on modern societies. So, on which it is focusing? Modern society. This one is the keyword. Department of Ethnography focus mainly on modern society. Third, the department concentrates on collecting single unrelated object of great value. So, on which they are focusing? Single unrelated object of great value. The textile collection of Department of Ethnography is the largest in the world. It is largest. Fifth, traditional societies are highly inventive in terms of technology. They are inventive. Many small scale societies have survived and adapted in spite of prediction to the contrary. And also the other one, question number 7 to 12 was given here. Some of the exhibits at the Department of Ethnography are listed below. These are the exhibits. Now what we need to do? The writer gives these exhibits as example of different collection type. These are the collection type. Match each exhibit with the collection type with which it is associated in reading passage 1. We need to match these exhibits to the collection type. So these all are the keywords. Read them. Artifact types, evolution of ceremony, field assembly, social experience, technical series. Keep them in mind. As soon as you spot them somewhere in passage, it means you have get the answer. Bolivian textiles, Indian coracles, airport art, erectic kayaks, necessities of life of an Arabian farmer, tents from the Middle East. Now we have seen our questions. We will start our passage now. We will just scan for the keywords. Okay? Unnecessary information we will not pay attention. The Department of Ethnography was created as a separate department within the British Museum in 1946, over 140 years of gradual development from the original Department of Antiquities. It is if is written here, but this one is it. There are so many spelling mistakes in this passage. I have no idea why. It is concerned with the people of Africa, the America, Asia, the Pacific, and parts of Europe. So we have spotted our question number first. What's written here? The 20th century collection come mainly from mainstream societies such as US and Europe. They only given US and Europe. But what they are saying in passage here? From the people of Africa, America, Asia, Pacific, and parts of Europe. So we're gonna highlight it here. This is answer of our question number first, and we can say this one is false. Yeah. Now just keep reading the paragraph. While this includes complex kingdoms as in Africa and ancient empires such as those of America, the primary focus of attention in the 20th century has been on small-scale societies. You understand something from the question? Do you remember it? Yeah, there was something related to modern society, but what they are saying? The Department of Ethnography focuses mainly on modern society. And here, what's written here? That 20th century has been on small scale society. So this one is also false. We will write down here. False. Through its collection, the department's specific interest is to document how objects are created and used and to understand their importance and significance to those who produce them. Such objects can include both the extraordinary and the mundane and the beautiful and the banal. So, one more answer here. What they are saying here. The department concentrates on collecting single unrelated objects of great value. They are saying it's collecting only objects which have great value. But here in paragraph we found out it have both extraordinary and the mundane. What is mundane? It means less value. Beautiful and banal. What is banal? Means ordinary. So we're gonna also highlight it. It's our answer. And this one is also false. Back to our paragraph. The collection of Department of Ethnography includes approximately 300,000 artifacts, of which about half are the products of the present century. The department has a vital role to play in providing information on non-Western culture to visitors and scholars. To this end, the collecting emphasis has often been less on individual objects than on groups of material, which allow the display of broad range of society cultural expression. Couldn't find anything here. Much of the more recent collecting was carried out in the field, sometimes by museum staff working on general anthropological projects in collaboration with a wide variety of national governments and other institutions. The material collected includes great technical series, for instance, textile from Bolivia. Okay, we have, so it's somewhere, more to a paragraph. Yeah, the first one, Bolivian textile. And what also we spotted there? Technical series. Remember it? Let me show you. The material collected include great technical series, for instance of textiles from Bolivia. It's our answer here. Bolivian textiles means technical series. We're gonna write it here. Technical series is the answer of our 7th. Here. Yeah. Written now. We got one answer. Back to our paragraph. Guatemala, Indonesia, and areas of West Africa, or of artifact types such as boats. We also have seen artifact types somewhere. Move back. Artifact types. Can you see it? Yeah. Artifact types such as boats, the later include working example of coracles from India. Yeah, it's given there. Coracles from India. You need to remember them. Indian coracles. What was that artifact type? This one is 80. Move back to a paragraph. We will also highlight this one. Artifact type, coracles from India. Reed boats from Lake Titianum in the Andes, kayaks from the Arctic, kayaks also written there. And where is the kayaks? It's the same one, artifact types. Yeah, it's here. What is this? Artifact types, 80. Move back to a paragraph. dug out. This one is done. The field assemblage. Field assemblage also given there. Can you see it? It's here. Back to our paragraph. Here. Field assemblage. Gonna highlight it. Such as those from the Sudan, Madagascar, and Yemen include a whole range of material, culture representative of one people. This might cover the necessities of life of an African herdsman or an Arabian farmer. Arabian farmer is given there. Not this one. He is the Arabian farmer. And what was that? Field assemblage. It's quite tricky, but when you will practice, you will be able to do them. Now back to our passage. Yeah. African herdsman or Arabian farmer, ritual objects, or even on occasion, airport art. You remember airport art? Yeah. It was there. Airport art. And what we saw there, it's also field assemblage because it's in the same line. This one is done. Now only one is remaining. Tents from the Middle East. Move back. Airport art. It's done. I will also highlight it so that you can remember it. Again, a series of acquisition might represent a decade's fieldwork documenting social experience as expressed in the varieties of clothing and jewelry style, tents and camel trapping from various Middle Eastern countries. So, tents from Middle Eastern countries. It's given here. What is this? This is social experience. This one, social experience and tents from the Middle Eastern country. We got all the answer of this type. The last one is tents from the Middle East. This one is the social experience, SE. Gonna write here. Now we have only remaining these three questions. Let's read our passage. We have already done until here. So, or in the development preference in personal adornment and dress from Papua New Guinea, particularly interesting are a series of collections which continue to document the evolution of ceremony and of material forms from which the department already possesses earlier collections formed after the first contact with Europeans. We couldn't spot anything. What are remaining, just read them again so that we can find them quickly. The textile collection of the Department of Ethnography is the largest in the world. Traditional societies are highly inventive in terms of technology. Many small-scale societies have survived and adapted in spite of predictions to the contrary. Move back. Yeah. The importance of these acquisitions extend beyond the object themselves. They come to the museum with the documentation of the social context, ideally including photographic records. Such as acquisitions have multiple purposes. Most significantly, they document for future change. Most people think of the culture represented in the collection in terms of the absence of advanced technology. In fact, traditional practice, remember traditional practice in our question, yeah, draw on a continuing wealth of technological ingenuity. Ingenuity means inventive. And what's our question? The traditional societies are highly inventive in terms of technology. So this one is true. Yeah. Now two are remaining. Move back. Limited resources and ecological constraints are often overcome by personal skills that would be regarded as exceptional in the West. Of growing interest is the way in which much of what we might see as disposable is elsewhere recycled and reused. With the independence of much of Asia and Africa after 1945, it was assumed that economic progress would rapidly lead to the disappearance or assimilation of many small scale societies. Therefore, it was felt that museums should acquire materials representing people whose art or material culture, ritual, or political structure were on the point of irrevocable change. This attitude altered with the realization that marginal communities can survive, adapt in spite of partial integration into a notoriously fecal world economy. So, marginal means minor community can survive, and that was our question. Many small scale society means marginal have survived and adapted in spite of prediction to the contrary. So this one is also true. Yeah, only one is remaining now. The textile collection of the Department of Ethnography is the largest in the world. Let's find it. Since the 17th century, with the advent of trading companies exporting manufactured textile to North America and Asia, the importance of cheap goods has often contributed to the destruction of local skills and indigenous market. On the one hand, modern imported goods may be used in an everyday setting, while on the other hand, other traditional objects may still be required or ritually significant events. Within this context, trade and exchange attitude are inverted. What are utilitarian objects to a Westerner may be prized object in other cultures when transformed by local ingenuity, principally for aesthetic value. In the in the some way, the West imports goods from other people and in certain circumstances categorize them as art. Collection act as an ever expanding database not merely for scholars or anthropologists but for people involved in a whole range of educational and artistic purposes. These include school and universities as well as colleges of art and design. The provision of information about non-Western aesthetics and techniques, not just for designers and artists but for all visitors, is a growing responsibility for a department whose own context is an increasingly multicultural European society. We couldn't find anything which is showing that it is largest in the world. So our answer can be not given. And with this we solved all our question of this passage. Yeah, everything is solved. And if you have any doubt, just comment and I will clear your doubt. Hope you understood it. Bye. Have a good day. See you next video.